Rev up your engines! Today I'm going to be talking about some products that are great for working on your car, which I've tested out over the years and passed my tests. These rocket socket set. See how fast you can say it? Rocket socket, rocket socket, rocket socket, rocket socket. Now these are quality steel tools. And when you see inside, you can see they got little grippers, but they work opposite. They're not for tightening, they're for loosening stuck nuts and bolts. That is, right-hand threads. If you're left-hand threads, you're out of luck. Then they'd be for tightening them in. Because these, when you turn them to the left to loosen, you can see the little teeth. They actually grab and pull it up so you can get nuts and bolts off that are all peened off and don't have crisp edges anymore. It's very effective, yet simple idea. When you turn it, see, it sucks it in. Threads are turned in the opposite direction, so as you turn it, it eats into it and pulls it out. Thankfully, I don't have to use these all the time because I'm in Houston, Texas. But a customer moved down here from Wisconsin, had a Wisconsin car. I couldn't get the bolts off of his brake calipers because they were so rusty, they had just eaten the edges off. So I merely stuck this on, then put my ratchet on it, and as I turned it, it got both of them off. All I had to do was give it a little tap with a hammer as I was turning it so it would bite in, and once it grabbed it, it took both of the caliper bolts off and I was able to remove the caliper, which I would have never been able to do with regular sockets. And since the kit has all these different sizes, anytime you got a little tiny nutter bolt up to a pretty big one, you can get them off now without going bananas and wondering, how am I ever going to get those stupid nuts and bolts off? And as you can see here from the little USA, it's this very well-made steel, made in the United States. These are solid tools. These aren't some joke Taiwanese thing you're going to put it on that's going to break off. This stuff is solid steel for a serious tool for taking things apart with. This BT box by Autool, which lets you use your cell phone to check your battery and charging system and starter. Now, as a mechanic, I've been using this Midtronics one for decades. This particular one was about 800 bucks. This thing is like $29, and it works quite well, as I'm going to show you. Really complicated setup. Positive goes on positive. Negative goes on negative. That's it. The light comes on, that shows that it's connected. Then you go to the app on your phone, in this case, switch over here. Move on to the next page. There it is, BT box. Turn it on, and there it is. We'll just push start test. And in a very short period of time, it shows the voltage, the test value. It's rated at 760 and only has 475. And the internal resistance, and it says bad battery. Please replace the battery. If you look at the date here, the date, we'll turn it right side up, is 8 of 13. So it's a 6-year-old battery. These days, hot, humid Texas, you're lucky if you get 3-4 years. So this one's going out. I know it's going out because it cranks really slow sometimes. Every once in a while, I put a charger on and recharge it. It's telling me I need a new battery, which of course I knew already, but it's a good test to make sure it didn't say it was good when it isn't. I got the same reading with the $800 tester, so I know it was accurate. I've tried it on a bunch of cars, and the reading on this and that were pretty much the same all the time. And not only to test the battery, charging system, see if your alternator's working, and a cranking test to see if the starter is working right. Watch this. We'll push cranking test, and we crank the engine. And there's the result. It's good. It even shows you a little oscilloscope of how it was cranking. Now, that's pretty in-depth information. This expensive one of mine, of course, is a whole contained device. It's got everything in it. Well, you're using all the complex computer stuff inside your phone, and the BT box itself that connects to the battery, it's just collecting the data, which your phone then analyzes. So instead of having to buy the expensive $800 whole thing, you just buy this thing for less than 30 bucks, and all the complex stuff is in your phone, which you already own anyway. I gotta say, for the price, I haven't found anything that work like the BT box. I've tried a bunch of different ones. I've tried some that are a little more expensive, some that cost a lot less. For the money, this is the best one I found out there for testing batteries, starters, alternators. Pretty cool for that small amount of money as long as you got a smartphone. Now, the next products I'm talking about are scan tools. People are always asking me about scan tools. I've tested all kinds of scan tools. I have $5,000 scan tools. I've got $19 ones that go on your phone. A lot of guys say, Scotty, I want a decent scan tool, but I don't want to spend a fortune like your $5,000 one, but I don't want a really cheap one. Well, I came down to these two that are each about $230. And I'm going to show you which one is better. Now, this one is a Launch Creator Professional 129E. Now, it has a cool little VIN scan. It's kind of like a gambling machine, one of those one-armed bandits. And what it does is, it goes and it reads your VIN automatically. And there it is. It read the VIN number. Now, with this particular system, I have to say, it is relatively slow. As you can see, I don't want to exit, and they asked me if I wanted to exit. So, it's obviously got software problems, too. Eventually, it found an airbag problem, which is a recall on this car. Now, it does do quite a bit more than a cheap scan tool. I'm not that happy with the software and the amount of things that it can do. Let's compare it to the other tool. This is the Autel MD806. It's a smaller unit, but it actually works a lot better. And if you price around, it's the same price. These things are just about exactly the same price to the penny. Right away you can see this is faster. I plugged it in and it immediately came up. It's on scan. We'll press OK. Click on Toyota. It's processing the data. We'll do automatic detection. It's reading the VIN. It gets up pretty fast. Now it's doing an auto scan. Scans the entire vehicle. And you can see this is in real time. It's already done 67%. Now it's almost at 100%. There it is. It's at 100%. And it's showing the same code as the other one, the airbag code, which I know is a recall. And it's easier to navigate than the other one. It does all the stuff. In this case, it's got the live data. Look at the live data. It's giving you live data on the airbag system. It gets pretty in-depth. Now, I like to scan it because you can see we're going to be scrolling through. Look at all the data this thing does. I mean, we're talking a ton of data. It just keeps going. We're only on the E's now. F's. Look at this data. There's just data up the wazoo from this scan tool. Look at this. We're only on the O's now. This thing gives you a ton of data. So in this case, the Autel MD806, the professional version, blows away the other one. And for $230 or so, it's a really good scan tool for people who are serious about working on their or their own customers' cars. Because when I'm in a hurry, I don't want to hook up my $5,000 scan tool, get it all right up, bring it out, plug it in, have it all charged up. This thing just plugs and goes. You want to spend $230 on a scan tool? Hey, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best one I've tried out so far. And since it's Mechanic Monday, I'm going to be giving away one of these battery tester boxes. To have a chance to win, place a clean, non-offensive comment on the YouTube comments below, and a winner will be chosen randomly by computer to the cool battery charging system tester that you can use with your cell phone. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.